Beaders, it's Gina from Orchid and Opal.com, and I have another subscription box to unbox with you guys today. This is the BeadCrate for June 2019. They do have two different options for subscriptions. They have the collector, which is what I'm unboxing for you today. It's as low as $31 per month depending on how long you sign up. They also have a smaller box called the Enthusiast. That one is as low as $18 a month plus shipping if you're in the US. Like I am, they always have a great selection of check glass every month, so I'm so excited to see what's inside. They always do a really nice theme as well and have a very nicely curated box of beads. So if you haven't seen my unboxings for this box yet, and you are curious about it, go ahead and check out the playlist I have set up that has about a year's worth of unboxings, and you can definitely get an idea that way to see if this box is right for you. So here's what we have inside. We have this beautiful teal bag. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that color. Always save these and reuse them. And we have our note inside as well with our theme. I can see little seahorses on it, so that's really exciting. And then on the back of that is our very detailed list of all of the content. So let's take a quick peek at the note. And it says, walking slowly along a secluded beach, you gaze at the ocean, marveling at all the different blue hues. Fluffy clouds pass overhead as you notice, nestled in the sand, glittering shells and colorful frosted pieces of sea glass. I can already tell this is going to be amazing. So anyway, here's the look at the list here if you need to pause the screen for any reason and refer back to this. But as you can see, everything is outlined here from the name of the item to how many beads you get, and the letter here corresponds to the bag, as you'll be able to see in just a second. Alright, so let's go on in and take a look at these one by one. So the first thing we're going to look at is Selection A. This is the bag right here. It contains 3mm aqua round druck beads, these little rounds right here. They're super small and there's 100 beads in there. Beautiful aqua color. Let's take a look at those. So pretty basic, but you can see why they'd be included in this theme for sure. Look at that beautiful blue, looking like tropical water already. So these are always a good staple to have to incorporate in many different types of projects. Always nice to add more drucks to the collection. Then Selection B is a bag containing 10x4mm sapphire atlas beads. There's 50 in here, and these are new to me for sure. Let's take a look at them. They look like some kind of a tube bead, and they have an interesting shape to them. They're not just a round tube, but there is a look at the hole there. So as you can see, it's kind of got a pentagon shape, which is really interesting. It's a beautiful, vibrant shade of medium blue, that sapphire. And these just made me think, one of my viewers, Lynn, I think it was, she left me a comment and said these tube beads or something similar that I unboxed would be really great for those Morse code bracelets or jewelry where you do the ... type of thing and it spells out a message. So thank you, Lynn. I don't think I got a chance to respond to you on that one, but that was a great idea. Alright, next up is Selection C, and it's a bag containing 2.5x6mm peridot Rizzo beads. There's 10 grams of those in here. Beautiful light green. Definitely reminds me of a common color of sea glass. And here is a close look at the Rizzos. A lot of you guys know what those are, but for those who don't, they are just an elongated one whole bead. And these are great for fringe in bead weaving especially. So those are cute, and it's quite a nice size handful that you get. Now just another reminder that this is the collector's edition, so if you sign up for the smaller, the enthusiast edition, you will be getting smaller quantities of a lot of these beads, and then some of them you may not get at all. And those are things you can get a closer look at if you refer back to that list that I showed earlier. Just want to make sure everyone's clear on that. So next up we have Selection D, and this bag contains 6mm fire polish matte crystal beads. There's 25 of those. Always nice to get these different sizes of check fire polish. So these are the 6mm, so they're a little bit larger than most of the ones I have, and it's in this matte finish, as you can see, which is more frosted. It's not that super shiny fire polish finish, but it's very, very nice. And it's going to be easy to incorporate this in a lot of different projects. Alright, next up is bag E, and this, let's take a close look at this, I can't wait to see it. 14x17mm tiara cast antique pewter shell buttons, so there's one in there. So this would be awesome for a clasp Tierra Cast is a great brand, and so as you can see, BeadCrate once in a while will include some things like this intermixed with the beads, and that's always a fun surprise. This has that same kind of texture that you find on a shell. It's beautiful on both sides, and I can tell this is a really good quality button. You can't, bend it or anything like that, and it doesn't look like something that's going to tarnish on you very quickly either. Very cool little button to add to the collection. Next up is bag F, and this contains 8x3mm aquamarine dime beads. There's 25 in this bag. Wow, isn't that color beautiful? That's so pretty. Gorgeous color of aqua. It's pretty translucent. These dime beads, as you can see, are just flat circles with the hole running right through the middle. Gorgeous color. We've gotten a few of these in past boxes, but I don't have any that are this color. I always love to see how the bead mat takes shape when I do the BeadCrate unboxings because they are always so cohesive and well thought out, and it's just coming together so nicely. I'm really getting the beach and the sea glass theme here. I really need a vacation, and this looks awesome. Alright, bag G says it contains 6mm matte emerald rondelles, check glass, 50 beads, so as you can see, all kinds of different shapes of check glass in the BeadCrate boxes, and I love check glass. If you love check glass, this will definitely be a subscription that you might be into. So these are a flat circle as well. It's got the hole running right through the middle there. These are that matte or frosted glass look. That's a gorgeous shade of green right there. It kind of almost leans teal. And another nicely coordinated strand here with all of our blues and greens. Alright, next up is Selection H, and this bag contains 4mm fire polish luster iris peridot, 50 beads. So here we have a strand of 4mm fire polish. We generally get several different sizes of these fire polish beads in these subscription boxes. So here is our selection for this month, that beautiful light green, the peridot, and then to top it off, that gorgeous iris luster finish. You can see how beautiful that is when I move it around. Love the sparkle on those and the little hints of different colors that you see when you move them around. Our next bag is Selection I, and this contains 6mm matte peridot rounds. There's 50 beads inside this bag, so we have a nice long strand of more round beads, all very uniform as you can see, in more frosted glass, giving us that sea glass feel. So beautiful. I'm loving this light green color and all these frosted matte beads. I have a lot of round beads, but not a lot of matte round beads, so that'll be a nice addition to my stash. Next up is J, and this is a vial of Toho 11-0 opaque navy blue seed beads. So these are 11-0, always great to have these, and again, BeadCrate usually sends a vial or a tube of seed beads in a different size and color every month, and they're always very good quality. As you can see, these are Toho, they're very uniform, very good quality seed beads. That's a beautiful color of cobalt blue. Our next bag is K, and this contains 5mm opaque luster Picasso melon rounds. There's 50 of those in there. Wow, those are nice. These are definitely one of my favorite selections so far. These are so interesting. So I've gotten melon beads before, but they're just a really interesting shape. They have these little indentations around them. You can see why they're called melon beads. Love the Picasso finish. Gives them kind of a stone-like effect. So much more interesting than a flat color. And also makes those little grooves stand out. Love this addition to the box. We have our sand coming in addition to our sea and our sea glass. You can see how it's all coming together. Then we have Selection L, and this contains 5mm chalk beige luster 2-hole tiles. Awesome. So we're getting some 2-hole beads in here as well. Always fun to work with different things like this. I don't have any tile beads quite like this. They do have a luster on them, which is very pretty. It's subtle, so it's kind of hard to pick up on the camera, but I'm trying my best to move them around to give you a little bit of an idea of that luster. They're for the most part beige, and then as you can see, they do have 2 holes. There is an example there of the second hole. So these are really fun for bead weaving and playing around with in different patterns with different shapes of beads. I think the 2-hole tile beads I have in my collection currently are 6mm, but I'll have to put them side by side to double check. These are 5mm and they seem just a little bit smaller to me. So these will be interesting to play around with. And then Selection M contains 4x6mm crystal amber pellets. There's 30 beads in here. Another cool shape, so let's take a close look at this. Those are really nice. I'm just turning them around so you can see that part of the bead appears to be clear and part has the gold metal finish on them, and then you can get an idea also of that interesting shape. It has the look of a bow tie if you're looking at it straight on, but they are rounded on the edges, and these are a shape I haven't played with yet, so we'll see what I decide to do with them, and when I do I will definitely share. Alright, Selection N. This bag contains 5x10mm peridot teardrops. There's 50 beads in this bag. Quite a few here. So starting with these items, these are collector's exclusive. So these are bags that would only be in the collector's edition of BeadCrate. So if you got the enthusiast, they wouldn't be in there. But this is a really decent strand of check glass teardrops. I actually just put together a new design using some teardrops today that I can't wait to share with you guys soon. And it's such a beautiful light green color. I'm just loving that. And as usual, the quality is so nice. They're so uniform. There's nothing broken or chipped or anything like that. Can really count on the quality of these check glass beads. Alright, our next bag is Selection O, and this contains 6mm matte green turquoise checks 2-hole beads. There's 24 of those in here. How cute. They look like little buttons. So I don't have anything like this either. These are thicker than the little checkmates beads that I've gotten that have the kind of holes like that are kind of square. They're just thicker. And they remind me of little buttons, so these will be fun to play with as well. Love that turquoise color. It's just a solid opaque, and I'm sure it'll work well in different bead weaving patterns down the road. I can't wait to play with them. Okay, then bag P. This contains 6mm beach mix honeycomb. There's 30 beads in here. How cute. Let's take a look at all the different colors and the honeycomb shape. Something new and different as well. I have a couple different honeycomb strands that I haven't played with yet. These are certainly a different color mix than I have, so as you can see it's got the frosted green, the light blue, the tan, and then not only that, it's mixed with some other non-matte colors that have a luster finish on them, and if you can see that blue one right there, you can see it's got that cool little speckled blue coating on it. That's really cool. So this is a strand you could take apart and use the colors separate or use them all together because they do look really pretty all together in that mix. And they go so well with this mix of beads in this June box, don't they? Wow, those look so pretty all together. Alright, Selection Q. This is a bag containing 6mm fire polished chalk beige luster cabs. There's 20 beads in here. I really want to do more playing with these cab beads. We've gotten these several times in different colors. This shade is beautiful. Mainly what I love about it is the light luster finish it has. So the beads just gleam when the light hits it. I love a luster finish on the check glass beads. Really makes it more interesting than just a solid beige bead. And these cabs are different because as you can see one side is flat and then the top of the bead is rounded, and it is a 1-hole cab with the hole running right there through the center. So another great sandy color to add to this addition. See how those sparkle as I'm putting them down? That's that luster finish. Okay, and our very last bag, even though I don't want this to come to an end, is R, and this contains 6mm aqua or Montana blue bronze crowns. I've also seen these called cathedral beads. It looks like I got the Montana blue, so I'll pop these out and put them in my hand so you can take a closer look at those. Gorgeous. Also reminds me of a common shade of sea glass that I've seen. The Montana blue is typically a darker, more grayish blue, and then this has the metallic bronze on either side where the holes are located. Those are so fun. I love the cathedral beads, and they're faceted on the sides as well. They got an interesting texture on either end. They always give me a vintage feel when I look at them. So a great end to this beautiful box. So didn't BeadCrate do a wonderful job once again with their curation? These beads really lived up to the theme this month, which was called Beachy Keen. Super cute. Really feeling that sea glass, the surf, and the sand. So I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing as well. Once again, I'm not here to sell you a box or anything like that, and BeadCrate is not paying me to give you an opinion on this box one way or the other. These are my honest opinions. I just love the subscription. I love unboxing it together with you guys and sharing it with you so you can get an idea for what's included and make the decision for yourself if this box is right for you. So feel free to leave me a comment or question down below. I always love to hear from you guys. As usual, I look forward to playing with these beads and then coming back and sharing some finished projects or some tutorials from some of the things that I've made with the beads. I will have a lot more of that coming up in the future. I want to thank you guys so much for being with me for another fun unboxing. I hope you'll stick around. I've got lots more to come and I can't wait to be back soon. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy beading. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love for you to give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of my latest videos. Check out the information section under the video for links to my social media handles and other helpful info, and feel free to check out my shop at orchidandopal.com. Thanks for watching!